Welcome back, guys. So we are just picking up just where we left off with going to our first tomb to go actually pick up our first our weapon of the kings right now. Hope everybody's doing good on this Thursday.
Never knew you had to be a dreamer.
Again, if you haven't checked out my previous videos on my adventure through Final Fantasy Pocket Edition, there is a kind of a situation I got going on with my with the vocals, or at least with the voiceover part. I completely thought through this entire time that there was that my voice was actually being recorded, and lo and behold, it was not. So I don't have any of that data to do. So I'm actually just rewatching these videos and just kind of giving you my impression and my on what I think is happening, and just kind of giving you my thoughts and just opinions on just the game in general. So yeah, that's been pretty much it at the moment. What I've been doing is just in the midst of on my full-time job, whenever I have like my lunch breaks, is when I'll be doing like these voiceovers. It's really hard to be able to find the time, especially in a situation where I have, you know, a family to take care of at home, to actually go out and do some voice recording, or at least do any type of recording. So this is kind of just like my downtime, where I can actually enjoy the game and just kind of just relax and be able to have fun with it. So I hope you guys are also enjoying this this little adventure. What do we got here? What do we got going on? More of these gigantic scorpion-like bugs. Ooh, I have no idea what happened there with the audio. It sounded bad, like. Again, for the only thing, again, leave a comment in the comment section below. The one thing that I have like the worst issue with this game is just there'll be a lag sometimes, and I have this thing at full, like 60 frames a second, like highest resolution. I don't know if it's that, but just even the sound sometimes glitches. Then again, there's a whole bunch of sounds that are incorporated with this game, so I can get that the game's really just trying to pump out so much like data, and especially audio, that it's just there are gonna be those times where it's just gonna glitch like that and just kind of stutter.
Couldn't sleep at all last night, but then I had the weirdest dream. Never knew you had to be a dreamer.
What is that? What does that even mean?
Wake up before I can remember anything. What I wouldn't give for that.
We're here.
Like he never pegged him to have dreams in the first place.
Let's go in and find the marshal.
All right, so we've reached our dungeon, but we have a bit of enemies to go through and attack.
Not a lucky day.
Jeez, man.
Misery loves company.
I will say, hitting those counter attacks right there, where they're lunging at you and you're able to counter at them, those are probably the best things ever, because they do so much damage. But if you miss, it's like it takes that much longer. Like I missed a couple times, see, but you do 605 damage, and then probably even more than that, 634 or 638 or whatever, how much that was. You do so much damage when you can time those at the right time, or get those at the right time, excuse me.
It's time.
That's probably your best way when it comes to killing enemies, because you'll be hacking and slashing at this thing all day. Jeez, even on just a regular sword, not even a great sword, you're doing about 500 at this point. Ugh. And it feels like so little that they give you on experience points too. That's I'm ready to like level up as much as I can in this game.
Marshal. At last, Your Highness.
Finally met up with Core.
Yeah. Wanna tell me what I'm here for?
The power of kings passed from the old to the new through the bonding of souls. One such soul lies before you. To claim your forebear's power is your birthright and duty as king.
My duty as king of what?
Now is not the time to question your calling. A king is sworn to protect his people.
And yet he chose to protect only one prince. Was that his calling?
He is so ignorant at this point.
masses
It's
to
so
spare his
like
own son?
How
frustrating.
long will you remain the protected?
Oh my gosh.
The king entrusted the role of protector to you.
Entrusted it to me. Then why didn't he tell me that? Why did he stand there smiling as I left? Why? Why did he lie to me?
So dramatic. My God.
That day, he didn't want you to remember him as the king. In what time you had left, he wanted to be your father. He always had faith
And
in
what
you,
sucks
that
is
when the
about
time
that
came,
statement is that
you
like
would
at the
ascend
very
for the
beginning,
sake
Noctis
of
blows him off, and he's trying to give like
Guess he left me
poor
no
Regis
choice.
is trying to give his like his last wishes because he knows what's gonna happen, and Noctis completely like just blows him off, telling him to mind his own manners and stuff. That sucks. I don't think anybody wishes to speak. I mean, unless you have a really bad relationship with your parents, like I don't think anybody
The power
in their
of
own
kings
right
goes
state
with
of
you,
mind would wish to
Majesty.
have their last conversation be like that with their parents. But oh well. So we got our first power of the
That's not
kings.
the only power
Our first
forebears
weapon.
left you. Another tomb lies close by. There are tombs scattered across the land. All are on dangerous ground.
Now this is
I'll go
where
with you
I'm like I'm
for the time
still
being.
conflicted. I'm hoping that
Not
there is an
only to
open
help,
world
but
portion
to
of
get
this
a measure
game
of your strength.
and that you're able to travel all throughout the map and be able to do stuff on the side. Maybe still have the maps kind of the same way. Like if you've seen when I paused and looked at the map, there's like situations where the map is closed off in certain areas, and you can go in and go to those other tombs because not all tombs are accessible through the main story. There's a couple that you have to go outside of the story to get them. The cool thing with the with this weapon is it adds an extra slot or an extra little button to your side of the to your right side, and it looks like the more that you are attacking your enemies, the more that time is building up. Is that little meter is slowly building up to a point where you're able to unleash one of the power of the kings. Now to see how everything is going to take place with each weapon, like you're eventually gonna get through 13 weapons. How that's going to work is gonna be beyond me. Maybe they might. I think in my head at this point, I thought, or at least I was thinking that maybe you're gonna have a really strong weapon at this point, and then as you get the next one, that's gonna be even stronger, and then the next one will be even stronger, and then so on and so forth, until like you reach the very last
I'm on my
weapon.
tippy toes.
You're not as sloppy as you look.
And then the armor guard. I don't know how that's gonna be, but I'm gonna go ahead. It looks like I'm gonna just go ahead and save right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the game, and I'll see you guys on the next one.